On the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, it's been the first time in a long time somebody got up to around $126 on the ground, but Marlon Mack did it this past Sunday, and that went over the Bills, and he joins us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Marlon, thanks for the time. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
It seems like you're getting past that injury now. Is that the best that you have felt, even with the production, at least health-wise, in a long time this past Sunday?
Definitely health-wise. Just feeling like myself again, coming in the week and taking the week and just going out there, doing the job.
How long had it been since you felt like yourself?
It's been a minute since camp, man. Because when I had my first hamstring against the Seahawks in the preseason, it's been a long time since then. But after last week, I feel like I'm finally getting my legs back, finally being myself.
Well, here's the thing. And Marlon Mack joins us on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. The people should find interesting. You didn't really feel like yourself a lot of last season either, so rarely you felt like yourself here, Marlon, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. But, you just got to fight through it and just go out there and compete and do your best.
I loved it after the game. You were talking to either Matt Taylor or Caroline. I couldn't remember, but on the radio after the game, you were really giving a lot of credit to those around you, especially your offensive line. Before we get into, just what we saw from you and that burst that really nobody else has that we have seen here, give a little bit of credit to the offensive line who has played really well the past 2 to 3 weeks.
Man, those guys is helping me get to the second level pretty much. Cause once I get there, it's up to me, and that's where I got to finish at. So shout out to those guys because it's been. I've been getting to the second level pretty easy, and we've been blocking the right coaches, making the right calls. Andrew getting us in the right run against the defense that they show us. So it's been all of us just a great team effort, and us working together and finishing and doing the job.
So Marlon Mack of the Colts, he's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. 126 on the ground and a touchdown run this past weekend against Buffalo. 37-5, the Colts get the win. Colts on the road at Oakland coming up on Sunday before the bye week. Hey, help explain to folks out there that may not know, because I know oftentimes, at least you're watching the game, and they say, hey, this running back is showing great patience before he hits the hole, or as you mentioned, gets to that second level. What's the difference between showing that patience, but once you see that hole opening, as you mentioned, getting to that second level as fast as you can?
I just say just pretty much guessing it. I'm not really guessing it, but knowing that it's going to be there. And once you know where it's going to be, that's where you just show that burst, and that's where you just really hit it, and that's where you get to see that guys reading it well and being patient and letting the play develop pretty much, and knowing that your O-lineman going to push this guy through and you go explode that out through that hole.
Marlon, too, a lot of people say, hey, the game does slow down at some point, and now you're into your second year around here. Has the game slowed down at the NFL level for you?
Yeah, definitely. Compared to last year, things don't slow down for me. Understanding things and learning how the game works and just going out there playing football again.
Hey, how's the playbook differ from last year compared to what you get from Frank Reich and Nick Sirianni offensively this year?
Things is different, man, just as in tempo-wise and just how we just scheme things differently and how we just working, I guess you say, because last year is just, I don't know what's the difference, but I just say the tempo-wise was different. And we just use our tempo, and that pretty much helped us go out there and compete.
So Marlon Mack of the Colts, he's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Hey, I mentioned in year number one, you played with pain, played with an injury, which you deserve a lot of credit for doing that, certainly. And then you've kind of battled the whole soft tissue situation up until the past couple of weeks. Was there ever a time, especially last year, when you thought, man, you got to be kidding me? Did you ever get overwhelmingly frustrated because of these nagging injuries?
Yeah, you do get frustrated, but sometimes you just got to just talk to yourself and tell yourself that you'll be fine, and things happen for a reason. So you just got to stay patient and just stay locked in and remain focused on what the outcome can be. And once you get healthy, that's when you got to go out there and go out there and do what you do and play football, show your talent.
What's the level of frustration just when you're not active or you're not able to get out there and not help your teammates? That has to be about the worst.
Yeah, it definitely, because when you go on week to week and you just sitting there and watching practice and actually not participating in practice, that will really hurt that. And then going out there Sunday, going out there with your teammates and not be able to suit up and going out there help the guys on the field, because that's pretty much frustrating part that
How much more do you think you're going to be utilized as far as, being that guy out of the backfield and getting more passing opportunities as opposed to running it?
I don't know, man. Whatever Coach Frank draws up for me, I just try to be ready for it. Whenever he throws my way, I'll be ready for it.
How do you feel when you know that play's coming your way? What's the feeling like being out there?
Man, it's exciting, man. Going out there just competing against a different team every week is exciting.
When you know the play's coming to you, I mean, is it tough not to be over anxious and letting it develop?
Yeah, definitely it is, because especially when you see the defense that you practice against and you know what's coming and how the things is going on. So sometimes you try to overreact, but you just got to stay patient and try to just let the play develop and not overreact, like you said.
Honestly, how many times have you overreacted at the NFL level knowing that the ball is coming your way?
A few times, man. Because a couple of times you just think, oh, yeah, it's going to work. And then the defense do something completely different than it does it. So it happened a few times in my short career so far.
So Marlon Mack of the Colts, he's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So your rookie season, you didn't have the opportunity to play with Andrew Luck. What has it been like playing with Luck since his return after missing a year last year?
Man, it's been great so far. He helping us with everything, checking everything so far. Man, he pretty much knows everything, so he always there to help you, especially on the field.
The locker room, the locker room felt pretty good too. I'm assuming after that win, and now you probably get a little bit more energized because you're coming off a win and going to Oakland on Sunday. How's it feel in that locker room right now?
Man, locker room was great. It's always good coming in with a W. Well, right now we locked in on Oakland now, so we just trying to get ready and try to get another W.
Well, it had been about a month, and that's probably, I talk about it, it's excruciating for you to watch your team play while you're injured on the sideline, but it's probably then some when you don't win for a while, and sometimes you can take that for granted, so you got to give that at least a little bit of a celebration before you get ready for Oakland. And I'm telling you what, you guys, you got 3 at home. I know you don't look ahead, Marlon, but you got 3 at home after the bye week, coming up the week after this Oakland game, so you guys get some interesting opportunities coming up the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Conference games coming up, and that's why we got to come out to that bad week attacking it, and just try to stay focused and go out there and get that W.
126 on the ground on Sunday. Did you hear from everybody, family members, friends, with their impressions on that game?
Yeah, I heard from a few people just telling me good job out there and thank you. I mean, good luck. And all that, just telling me congrats and things like that.
It's the biggest rushing number since 2007. Is that true? You got to have that stat memorized by now, don't you? 07? Is that what it was?
I'm not even sure. I don't think. Nobody really tell me yet. So that's what I don't know.
Well, you should if you don't. And maybe it's good that you don't. Hell, I don't know. So Anyway, hey, best of luck to you coming up in Oakland on Sunday. And congratulations on really re-energizing folks with the running game in mind. Because I'm sure, you probably sit back, you probably hear and read people thinking, are they going to be able to run the ball? When are they going to be able to run the ball? Andrew Luck's going to throw his arm out. That probably made you guys feel pretty good, especially when your quarterback says, yeah, keep on running it because it's working.
Yeah, definitely. Anything to help Andrew out and help our team win. So we'll go out there and run the ball how many times we did Sunday. As long as we get that W, we can just keep doing it or whatever do whatever we got to help the team.
Best of luck in Oakland. Go at it again, and we'll do it again soon. Marlon, thank you.
Thank you.
Marlon Mack right there, 126. Tony, was that true? 07? Was it 07?
For a running back, yes, I believe. And then as a team-wise, best in 2011.
Been a long time. 126 on the ground on 19 carries and a touchdown. 2-5 on the road at Oakland. Oakland obviously dumped Amari Cooper yesterday. Got some more movement going on today. I was talking about this a little bit earlier, too. This may end up being the most active trade deadline of the NFL we have seen in a long time, maybe ever. Maybe. Eli Apple from the Giants to the Saints. You got Patrick Peterson out there that reportedly once traded. Maybe Demaryius Thomas out there as well. Get a lot of interesting scenarios going down here before the trade deadline. Hey, Marlon Mack on the Andy Moore Automotive Group Hotline. Of course, I got you covered. Me and Big Joe going to lead you up to countdown to kickoff for that Week 8 contest in Oakland coming up on Sunday. Meantime, 239-1070. Email the address to jmv at 1070thefan.com. It has been a busy day. I've got all the recap in the world and why you should not freak out over the Pacers, even if it was incredibly disappointing to start the fourth quarter last night. Don't freak out yet. Stop turning the ball over, but no freaking out in October. I'll tell you why next.